Stop! Do not click away, because if you do, you just prove the point of this video and why you should watch it, which is that we can't pay attention for longer than 5 seconds to anything. The curse of notifications and the high price we pay for being distracted. In fact, let me introduce to you a lethal marriage story. A career-destroying, work-annihilating, lethal couple, distractions and notifications. And one place where this couple is not welcomed is an art gallery, where it's usually quiet and you don't hear the noise of notifications anywhere around you, but the couple is still there, usually in your pocket, silently calling for your attention. That's where I recorded the images you see in this video to illustrate my point in this video in the National Gallery of Victoria. Enjoy! Now, I can't remember the time when there were no notifications. Imagine that. That's how old I am. It was in my youth and in my childhood. And I can't remember the feeling of not being reachable. The feeling of being out in the world without the thought of checking a notification, scrolling through a feed, or answering to a call, or taking an image. Not even that. How strange. It's so difficult to remember how it really felt to be out there without being connected. What I do remember is a state of being present, a state of paying attention, a state of being immersed in an activity I was doing, a state in which the time just flew by without me noticing it. I was a bad student usually, but there were still those moments, me reading a book or exercising an activity, playing chess for hours with a friend, or practicing dance moves. Imagine that. I was learning classical dance for hours on end, listening to music and immersing myself and with my partner in the moves and choreography we were doing, a state of undistracted attention. Yet it was still the same in many ways. I was still distracted by other things, because distraction is a state of our mind. Let me explain, but first, welcome to the Antisocial Social Media campaign. On our journey to live better, more meaningful lives through good habits and systems, decreasing suffering, it's important to have a grip how we use social media and electronic devices in our daily lives. So let's dive in. Distraction is a state of our mind, is a mode of being. Our minds are highly distracted. We are constantly telling a story in our minds. We have that self-generated inner conversation with ourselves, and the problem is that we tend to identify ourselves with our thoughts. And we don't pay attention to the fact that they arise by themselves and then just move us to a direction we don't know why we even doing some things. And when we do them, we just tell us it's us, me, who really want it. But actually, it's a thought that just arose from nothingness in consciousness. The state of distraction is a state of the mind, and it's so deeply in us that many of us do not even recognize it over our lifetime. It needs extra attention. Now, the distracted mind, being married to an environment full of distractions, especially through notifications, is the horror story of our times. Because our distracted minds have now an assistant, a partner who helps them getting distracted more often. And notifications do that. They give us an incentive to deep dive in a totally different thought. I mean, who in the seven heavens invented even notifications? I mean, do you need to know that Pikachu is hungry on your phone? That you just got a new Aldi newsletter? Sorry, Aldi. That you just got a new newsletter? Do you need to know that the latest series on Netflix is up and running at 12 o'clock in the morning? So you are tempted to have a look, and then there goes your productive day, because now you watch the whole series for the next 24 hours, thinking you made a conscious decisions and you always wanted to watch that series at that time. No, distractions and notifications, that's a lethal combination. Let me give you some example. It's like sugar for a diabetic. It's like cigarettes for an ex-smoker. It's like alcohol for an alcoholic, or drugs for a drug addict. Maybe you give other examples down below in the comments, and if you are there, press the subscribe button and do not press the notification bell, because you don't need to be notified when I upload a video. You will watch it on your own terms, in your own time slot, when you plan to watch YouTube videos during your day. Now, I'm usually for long-term relationships. I think that's an important value, but not this one. This one, we need to separate divorce notifications and distractions. And how do we do that? Well, in regards to distractions, we need to train ourselves. We can do that with mindfulness apps. Just go and download a mindfulness app, whatever you want, and try it out. Then you see how distracted you actually are. Train. Number 2, turn off all notifications from your phone. Yes, maybe your boss should be able to reach out to you. Otherwise, you don't need any notifications. Why do you need to be notified all the time? If something is important, you will check it by yourself, don't you? Emails, you'll check them because you know it's important. You don't need to be notified. Use focus modes on iPhone and Android. You can turn that on and off depending on your day. And put the notification source just away. You should have a room without your phone in it. When you go to work, put it in your bag. You don't need the phone around you. It's just grabbing your attention. Hope this video was helpful, and if so, please check out the playlist I have in the Antisocial Social Media campaign. Enjoy the day, see you next time.